sitting over there. The door that you came in through will be used by actors and crew alike, so if you have to leave for any reason, please be mindful. If you have to go to the bathroom, it's going to be right out that door and to the left. Please don't go right, that's where the cast is. We would love you to keep your phones away the entire time, but if you can't help but take them out, please right now check that they are on silent and the brightness is really low. And we really strongly request, actually enforce, no flash photography. We have taken plenty of beautiful pictures of the cast, and it's very distracting, and also might hurt their eyes. And last but not least, please enjoy the show.
If music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it, that, surfeiting the appetite, may sicken and so die. Oh, that strain, it had a dying fall, it came upon me like the sweet smell that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving. Oh, enough, no more, it is not so sweet now, as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh thou art, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soever, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. But so full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go on, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do. The noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes first saw Olivia, methought she purged the air of pestilence, and that instant I was turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ever since pursue me. How now, Valentine, what news?
So please, my lord, might not be admitted. For from her handmaid you return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and once a day water her chambers round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a dead brother's love, which you keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she hath a fine heart, paid instead of love, but to a brother. Imagine how she will love when thy rich and golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her, when liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are filled and supplied her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers, for love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
Country friend is this? This is Illyria, lady. What am I to do in Illyria? My brother, he is in heaven. I mean, perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so, perchance, may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, when you and those 4 numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, courage and hope both, teaching them practice, to a strong mast that looked upon the sea, where, like Arian upon the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, both in nature and in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And is so now. Or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in my mind. as you know, what great ones do, the less we'll prattle of. That he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
Olivia? What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died. And of whose dear love, they say, she hath observed the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow when my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain, and though that nature with a beauteous wall doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee I believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke, thou shalt present me as eunuch to him. It may be very worth that pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me to be very worth his service. What else may happen, to time I will commit. Only shape thou silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Give me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure cares, an enemy to life.
All right, troll, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. My lady, your niece, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself to the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes be good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too. And they be not, let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought in here one night to be who?
Who, Sir Andrew Radujik?
I.
He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
I don't have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Why, that you'll say so. He plays the viol to gamboys, and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He had indeed. Almost natural. He's a great quarreler, and but that he hath the gift of coward to ally the gust he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought among the prudent, he would quickly have the gift of eloquence.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and substractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that admire over, who's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a coistrel that won't drink to her till his brains turn to the toe like a parish top. What, wench? Castiliano Volgo, for here comes Sir Andrew Accuface.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch!
Sweet Sir Andrew!
Bless you, fair sir. And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I do desire better acquaintance. My name is Mary, sir. Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, dear knight. Accost is, front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Very well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And I let you part so, sweet lady. I would I might. Never draw sword again. Do you think you have fools in hand? Nay, sir, I have not you by the hand. Very good, you shall have it. Here's my hand. Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink. Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your method? It's dry. Why, I think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry.
What's your jest?
A dry jest, sir?
Oh, you're full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go of your hand. I'm married.
Oh, knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. I think sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does hurt my wit.
No question.
And I thought that, I forswear it. I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? Oh, I wish I had bestowed the time and the tongues in dancing, fencing, bear baiting. And I but followed the arts.
Then hast thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why? Would that have mended my hair?
A past question, for thou seest it will not curl by nature.
It becomes me well enough, does it not?
Oh, excellent! It hangs like flax on a distaff, and I hope to see a huswife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Faith! I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1, she'll none of me. The Count himself, your hard by loser.
She'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swearing. Tut, there's life in it, man.
Thou stay a little longer. I am a man of the strangest mind in the world. I delight sometimes in mass, and revels sometimes altogether.
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's sides and heart.
No, sir. It is legs and thighs. Let me see thee caper. Higher! Excellent, Sir Andrew, excellent.
If the Duke continues these favors towards you, Cesario, you are likely to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Seem constant, sir, in his favors.
No, definitely not.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest me no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, but if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her. My lord, what then?
Oh, then unfold to her the passions of my love. Surprise her, discourse of my dear faith. It will do thee well to act out my woes, for she will intend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think it not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is simulative of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 attend to. All, if you must. For I am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt have share in the fortunes of thy lord.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. But a barful strife. Whoever I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my mouth as wide as a bristle may open in way of thy excuse. Nobody will hang me for being so long absent.
Nay, let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world fear no colors.
Make that
He shall see none to fear.
a good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born of. I fear no colors.
Where, good mistress May?
in the wards, and that you may be so bold in your foolery.
Those wise men that have wisdom, let them have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or be turned away. Is not that as good as an hanging to you?
No, a good hanging prevent many bad marriages, and for the rest, let the summer bear out.
Peace, bro, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, or best.
Wit and be thy will, please put me in good leasing. Or as that wise man Chronopolis did say, better a witty fool than a foolish wit. Take the fool away. No, gentlemen! Take thy lady away!
Oh, go to. You're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Two faults, Madonna. That good drink and good counsel will amend for. Give the dry fool drink, and he will no longer be dry, such as let the dishonest man mend himself, and he will no longer be dishonest. And if he cannot, well, let the botcher mend him. For anything that is botched is patched, and anything that is patched is filled with virtue, and as virtue transgresses, it is filled with sin, as these syllogisms are, and if not, then what remedy? There is no true cuckold, but calamity, and so beauty's a flower. The lady, they take away the fool. Gentlemen, again I say, take thy lady away.
Sir, I made them take away you.
Good Madonna, give me leave to prove the fool.
Can you really do it?
Most Terry, something Madonna.
Make her prove.
Answer me this. Why was that?
Good fool. For my brother's death.
Well, I think his soul in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
Well, then all the more foolish to mourn if his soul be in heaven. Again, gentlemen, I say take away the fool.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake it. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better.
God send thee your speedy infirmity, Malvolio! For even Sir Toby will say that I am no fox, and he will put no twopence against to say that you are no fool.
What say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest that I take these wise men who crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fools' zanies.
You are so sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and a free disposition is to take those things for bird bones that you deem cannon bullets. Besides, there is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Oh, Mercury and do thee, for now you speak well of fools.
Madam, there's at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Find him. Go to Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am either sick or not at home. What you will do is business. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Ah, yes, you have spoken for us all, Madonna, for here come your king with a most weak pia mater.
Oh, my honor, half drunk.
Half?
What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
Yes, a gentleman. But what gentleman?
Just a gentleman here. Oh, plague of these pickle herrings. How now, sot?
Good, Sir Toby.
Cousin, how do you come so early in this lethargy?
Lechery?
Toby.
I defy lechery.
Okay.
There's one at the gate.
Aye, marry, but what is he?
Let him be the devil an he will, I care not. Give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
Fool, what's a drunken man like?
Like a drowned man, a madman, For the first one, drowns him. The second one fools him, and the third one mans him.
Then go to and seek the crowner and let him sit on my cuz, for I fear he is in the 3rd degree of drink.
Ah, yes, and now the fool will look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes it on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that as well, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Just tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
I mean, what manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before 'tis a peascod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between man and man. He's very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Bring me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We will once more hear of Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her.
Most radiant, exquisite, unmatchable beauty. Okay, I pray you tell me if you be the lady of the house. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauty, sustain me no scorn. I am very compatible even to the least sinister urge.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good, gentle one, give me modest assurance that if you be the lady of the house, I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
By my profound heart, no. And by the fair fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
Well, if I do not usurp myself, I am.
Well, most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will honor with my speech in your praise and show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and it's poetical.
Then it is more like to be famed. I pray you, Kington. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and I allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you have madness, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not the time of moon with me to make in one so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No good swagger, I'm here to hold a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady.
Tell me your mind.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Well, yet you began rudely.
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I were are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us this place alone. I will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A most comfortable doctrine. And much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read that one. It is hearsay. Have you no more to say, sir?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we shall draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look here, sir. Such a one I was this present is it not well done?
Excellently done, if not at all.
'Tis engraved, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
I will not be so hard-hearted, sir. I will give up divers schedules of my beauty, and every particle shall be inventoried to my will, such as 2 lips in different red, 2 gray eyes with lids on them, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you such hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair.
My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense though you were crowned with the nonpareil of beauty.
And how does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
But your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. And yet, I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, and of fresh and stainless youth. And in voices well divulged, learned, free, and varied, and in the shape and dimension of nature, a most generous person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have taken his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
I see. Go you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you were to come to me again. Tell me happy things. Fare thee well. Thank you for your things.
I'm no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love makes his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
Oh my gosh. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, if my state is well, I am a gentleman! Oh, be sworn thou art, thy tongue, thy face, limbs, actions, and spirits do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Stop. Unless the master were the man. How now? Can one so easily catch the plague? Methinks I feel the zoo's perfections, with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be! Well, Julio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run! Run as that same Peter's messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with any hopes I am not for him. But if that the youth will come this late tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Highly Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what. And I fear to find mine eye too great, a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy course. Ourselves you do not owe, but what is decreed must be, and be this so.
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave your leave. I may bear my evils alone. or bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
I can't know whether you are bound.
No! Sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. And yet, receiving you so excellent a touch of modesty, you will not extort from me when I am willing to condemn. Therefore, it charges me in manners rather to express myself. You must know me, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messina, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens been pleased, would we so have ended, but you, sir, alter that? For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir. Though it was said she much resembled me, was yet by many accounted me guilty. Well, I could not with such estimable wonder overfar believe that, yet thus far will I boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not recall fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh my good Antonio. Forgive me your trouble.
You will not murder me for my love. Let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the matters of my mother that upon the least occasion one of my eyes will without tasting it. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so that danger will seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived, but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir.
What?
You might have saved me my pains to have taken it yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy as to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report his taking of this. Receive it,
She
sir.
took the ring of me, all none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw at her. And her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this, lady? Fortune forbid my outside had charmed her. Although she did make good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. Oh my God, she loves me. Oh my God. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger, and my lord's ring. I am the man. If it be so, as it is, poor lady, she would better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. But alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman. Now, alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, and Dilaculo, Sir Jure, thou knowst.
Nay, I know not, but I do know. To be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it, as an unfilled can. To be up late and to go to bed, then, is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our lives consist of the 4 elements?
Faith, so they say. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Aye, thou art a scholar. Therefore, let us eat and drink. Marianne, I say, a stoop of wine.
In faith, here comes the fool.
How now, my dear hearts? Did you ever see the picture of Weekly?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
In faith, the fool has most excellent voice. Thou wast in the most gracious of fooling when I saw thee last night. You described the tale of Pigrogromatus of the Vaplings, passing the equinoctial of Querus. I sent thee 6pence for thy layment, hast it?
I did. And Pexicles for thy fertility, for Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand, and the Myrmidons are no bottle alehouses.
Excellent. This is the best fooling when all is done.
Come, there's 6pence for you. Let's have a song.
There's a tester of me too.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
Ooh, a love song, a love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, come and stay, your true love is coming. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure, and in delay there lies no plenty. So come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff cannot endure. Applause, fools, applause.
Mellifluous voices, I am true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very, very sweet and contagious indeed.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet in contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl with a catch that draws 3 souls out of 1 weaver? Shall we do that?
And do you do it? I am as a dog as a catch.
Yes, and some dogs will catch well.
Most true. Now let our catch be, thou knave.
No, it goes, hold thy peace, thou knave knight, or I shall be constrained to call you a knave knight.
It's not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Again, it begins, hold thy peace.
I cannot begin if I hold peace.
Come, begin.
Where have all the good fools gone, and where are all the nice? Late at night I toss and I turn, and I dream of women's seeds. I need a beer now. I'm drinking a beer for every hour tonight. It's gotta be done, it's gotta be wine, it's gotta be fresh from the vine. I need a beer.
Here! If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and made him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My ladies in China. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Pego Ramsey, and 3 merry men be we. And not I consanguineous, not I of her blood. Tilly Valley, lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon, lady.
But surely this night's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he's good enough if he be so disposed. He does it with a better grace, but I do it the more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of December!
My God, peace! My masters! Are you mad? Oh, have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house, that you squeak out your cozier sketches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir. In our catches. Shut the fuck up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it will please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell. Dear heart, for I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
And what end if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, dare not.
Out of tune, sir. Do you lie? Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous? There shall be no more cakes and ale?
Oh, yes, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth, too.
Thou art in the right. Go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs. A stoup of wine, Maria!
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor in anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand. Go shake your ears. 'Twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's hungry as to challenge him in the field, and break promise, and make him a fool.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count was today with my lady, she is much unquiet. For Monsieur Monolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a neighbor and make him common recreation, do not think I have put enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight?
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is, or anything but a constant time pleaser. An affectionate ass that can't stay without book and utters it by great swabs. The best persuaded of himself, so cluttered as things, with excellencies, that it is upon his grounds of faith that I'll look on him, love him. And on that vice will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure pistos of love, wherein by the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the color of his beard, the expression of his eyes, forehead, and brow, will he find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my notes, too.
He shall read by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Good one.
I don't know.
'Twill be admirable.
Sparfoil, I warned you, I know my physical work with him. I will plant you two and make the full a third, where I will drop the letter. Observe his construction of it. For tonight, to bed and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Athena.
For me, she's a good wench.
And one that adores me. What of that?
I have some good ones, too.
But to bed, knight. Thou hadst need send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Come. I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come, knight, and you too, fool.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Cesario, that piece of music, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought did relieve my passions much. Come, but one verse.
He's not here, so please your lordship. That should sing it.
Who was it?
Festy the Jester, my lord. A fool the Lady Olivia's father has taken much delight in. He's about the house.
Seek him out. Play the tune a while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish, else save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost like this tune?
It gives very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Ah, thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young, thou art, thine eye hath placed upon some favour that it loves, hath it not, boy?
No. Maybe a little by your favor.
And what kind of woman is it?
They're of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years, I faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old! No. Let the woman take an elder than herself, so she wears to him and sways level in her husband's heart. For, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, sooner longing, wavering, and more lost than worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or else thy affection will not last. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Ah, fellow, come. That song we heard last night, it was old and plain, but smooth and dallied in the innocence of love like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye. Prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain, and I want you here. My shroud of vital stuck with you, oh prepare it. My part in death no one so true did share it. 1,000 sighs to save, lay me aware. True lover, never find my grave to leave there.
There's for thy pains.
Ah, yes, for I do take pleasure in singing. No pains.
Well, thy pleasure then. Yes. Now, give me leave. Cesario, once more, get thee to yon same spot. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, no. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her, I hold as giddily as fortune. 'Tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks in her attracts my soul.
She cannot love you, my lord.
I cannot be so answered.
But you must. Say that some woman, as perhaps there is, I don't know, have with as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she then not be answered?
There is no woman's sides that can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, they lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver, but of the palate that suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no comparison between the love that a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
But I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. Indeed, they are as pure of heart as we. My father had a daughter who loved a man as might it be, were I a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat, like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love, indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye. That's the theme. To her in haste. But give her this jewel. And tell her my love can bid no place or bide no denial.
Come thy ways, Signor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. Bound to miss out on the scruple of the sport, you will be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the stingy, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady over a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we shall fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, it is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my little Olivia?
Get you all three into the box tree. My bully is coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this lad will make a contemplative eater. Hold in the name of destiny. Here comes the trap. You must be caught with tickling.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she'd affect me, and I've heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. See how he jumps under his advanced
Slight, so beat the rogue.
Yes.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe. Fire on him, Jezebel!
Peace. How he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone bow and I hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet robe, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
I meant to have the humor of the state. And, after a demure trouble with guard, telling them that I know my place, as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Peace.
7 of my people, within an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, perchance wind up my watch, play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches and curtsies there before me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow to lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes, having cast me upon your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Oh, stop!
The signs are plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time on a foolish night. That's me! One Sir Andrew. I knew 'twas I for do call me fool. Employment have we here.
Now the woodcock is near the den.
Oh, peace and the spirit of humors intimate, reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus she makes her great P's. It is a question her hand. Her C's, her U's, and her T's? What? Dear my handsome little poopy bear. Her very phrases. Prior leaf wax, soft, and the impression of the grease with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady, to whom should this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The numbers altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio.
Marry, hang thee, Pookie Bear.
I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A Faustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And yet, what should that that alphabetical position for a time. If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that he is now in a cold scent.
Such will cry upon it. It would be as rank as a fox.
M. Malvolio. That begins my name.
Did I not say you would figure it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
And there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh!
And then I comes behind.
Aye. And if you had any eye behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. The simulation is not as the former, and yet, to crush it a little, it would bow to me, for every one of those letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them. And, to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble sloth and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state, put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee, sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, a fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point of eyes the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my legs being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I think my stars I am happy. Jove and my stars be praised, here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. I will be strange, stout in my yellow stockings, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
I would not give up my part in this play for a pension of thousands to be paid by Miss Offrey.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot in my neck?
Or am I either?
Shall I play my freedom at trade trip and become thy bond slave?
Did he think nor I either?
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aqua vitae with the midwife.
If you will see fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, a color she abhors, and cross-gartered fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will be so unsuitable to her disposition, being so addicted to the melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, but I do live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
I pray thee, no. See, I do live by the church, for I do live at my house. And my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayest say a king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him. Or the church stands by thy tabor, if thy tabor stand near the church.
Ah, to see this age, a shovel wit is but a glove, and you never know when it can be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
Ah, then I wish my sister had no name.
And why is that?
Well, words have grown so false, I am loath to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow and carest for nothing.
I do care for something. I don't care for you. You see, to care for something would mean you would be invisible.
Art not thou Lady Olivia's fool?
No, Lady Olivia keeps no folly, and she do not keep a fool until she marries a husband. I am not her fool. I am her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Ah, foolery walks around the orb. Like the sun, it shines everywhere. Look, I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon it, I'll no more with thee. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
In Jove's next commodity, let him send you a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I'm almost sick for one. Though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy name?
Would a pair of these not have bred, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to good use.
I will play the pimp Lord Pandarus of Phrygia and bring your Cressida to Troilus.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well done.
I hope the matter is not too great, for you are begging the beggar.
This man is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe the mood on who he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art, for the folly that he wisely shows is fit. But wise men folly, quite taint their wit.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Dieu vous garde, monsieur.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope, sir, that you are, and I am at your service.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the bliss of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than they understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean, to go, sir, to enter.
Well, then I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
Rain odors? That is the rare career.
My manner hath no voice but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, and vouchsafed? I them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir. My duty, madam, and most humble service. And what is your name? Cesario is your fair servant's name. My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lowly fame was called compliments. Your servant to the Count Orsino. And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam. For him, I think not on him. As for his thoughts, would they be blanks, rather than filled with me? Madam, I have come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf. By your leave, I pray you. I bade you never again speak of him. But, if you were to undertake another suit, I'd rather hear you. Just listen that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady.
Give me leave to suit you. I did send after that last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you and a shameful cunning to which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at mistake, and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous hearts can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hides my heart, so please, let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a prize.
For 'tis vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies. Oh. Why, then methinks it's time to smile again. Oh world, how apt the poor are to be proud. But, if one should be a prey, how much better it is to fall before the lion with the wolf. The clock of grazing with the waste of time. Fear not, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west. Then westward hard. Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing to my lord by me? No, stay. Prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
Well, if I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would do worse. I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it were, for now I am your fool.
What a deal of scorn is beautiful.
And the contempt and the anger of his lip.
A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesaria, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, truth, honor, and everything, I love thee so. That's my girl, my pride, nor wit, nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort our reasons from this cause, for that I woo. Now therefore has no cause, but reason loves with reason fettered. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never one shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Evermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou mayest move that heart, but thou abhorrest to like his love.
In faith, I'll stay not a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must need yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
I saw your niece do more favors on the Count's serving man than ever she did me. I saw in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was an argument of love in her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, on the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fired you from the mint. You should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was why. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time slip off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle from a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt either of valor or policy.
And anyway, it must be valor. For policy I hate. At least be a brownest than a politician.
Why, then, build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take note of this, and assure thyself, there is no love broker can prevail more in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in the martial hand. Be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou vowest him some thrice, it shall not be amiss. And as many lies as will lie in thy sheet of paper, although the sheet were big enough for the bed of ware in England, set him down. Go, about it. Let there be gall enough in thy ink. Though thou write with a goose pen. No matter, about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so.
You will have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
Never trust me, then. And by all means, stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were opened and you find as much blood in his liver as might clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
It is opposite the youth. There is in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest friend of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yon Malvolio is turned heathen, very renegado. For there is no Christian that needs to be saved by believing rightly can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's a yellow stocking.
And cross-starter?
Most villainously. Like a pedant that keeps a school in the church. I dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile with more lines than in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as this. I can hardly forbear early things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I cannot stay behind you. My desire more sharp than violence still needs to bring us all. Yes. But so much blood spilled in the sea. So much is open to draw out to a lot of voyage from all over the sea. Jealousy of light all your travels. Things like this in these parts which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. I really love the red by your earnings of your in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks and ever thanks, and oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But for my worth as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. What to do? Shall we go see the relics of the town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count receiving his galleys did I some service of such note indeed that were I taken here would scarce be answered.
Like the slew great number of these
Oh, no. The offense is not of such a bloody nature, mostly. Oh, you have time to follow you apart from my well-heeled slutty argument. In my sins have been answered in repayment I took from which, for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall be here.
do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. There's our lodging. In the south suburbs of the Elephant, that's the lodge. I will newspaper night, will soon about your time and give you knowledge of you and your there you shall have it.
But why are your purse?
Have you actually upon some trinket you desire to purchase, and your store, I think, is not around market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him, and he says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is locked more up than begged or borrowed. I speak to loud. Where's Malvolio? He's sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
Oh, he's coming, madam. A strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
But what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you, or sure the man's tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I'd be as mad as he, if sad and merry madness he would be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho!
Oh, smilest thou, Malvolio? I call for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady? I could be sad. It does put some instruction in the blood. This that, if it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true son. It is please one and please all. Why, how dost thou? What is the matter with thee? Not black in my mind, but yellow in my legs. This man who commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Sure. Well, thou go to bed, Malvolio.
To bed. Aye, lady, and I'll come to thee.
Comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio? At your request? Yes, nightingales answer daws. Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady? Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well written.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born into greatness.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings?
Yellow stockings?
And wished to see thee cross-garter?
Cross-garter?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, still.
This is very good summer madness.
Madame, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's has returned.
Oh.
I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I shall come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where is my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have special care of him. I will not have him miscarry for even half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Toby to look to me. This complies directly with the letter. She sends him to me that I may appear stubborn to him as she incites me to do so. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state, put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets the matter down now. Why, it all adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What's to be said? Nothing that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity. If all the devils of hell be drawn in little, and Legion himself possess him, yet I'll speak to him.
There he is, sir. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! Let me enjoy my private. Go off!
Lo, how the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you, Sir Toby? My lady wishes you to take care of him.
Does she? Go to, peace, peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is't with you? What man defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
You speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart? Pray you he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, it is to be done tomorrow morning if I live. My lady would not lose it for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness, sir. Gently, gently.
Why, how now, my bawcock? How dost thou, Chuck?
Sir?
I bid thee, come with me. What man, 'tis not for gravity to play at cherry pit with Satan! Hang him, foul commoner!
Give him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby, give him to pray!
My prayers, you hussy?
I told you he will not hear godliness.
on a stage now, well, I could condemn it as improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection of the device, then.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
We shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad. We may carry it thus, for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired, out of breath, prompts us to have mercy on him. At which point we'll bring the device to the bar and crown thee for a finder of madmen. But see!
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warn you, there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Aye. 'Tis. Do but read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will give thee no reason for it.
That keeps you from the blow of the law, good.
Thou comest, the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, and to exceedingly good sense, less.
I will waylay thee going home, where, if it be thy chance to kill me, thou kill'st me like a rogue and a villain.
Still, you keep the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and may God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. And so look to thyself, thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Ague-Cheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it to him.
You may have vindication for it. He is now in commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum baby. So soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And as thou draw, swear horrible. For it comes to pass off that a terrible oath with swaggering accent sharply twanged off gives manhood more approbation than ever proof itself could have earned him. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now I will not deliver this letter. For the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth, set upon Ague-Cheek a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Here the youth comes with your niece now. Give them way till you take my word, and presently after.
I will meditate a while upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I know I have such much unto a heart of stone, and lay mine honor to unchary on it. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong potent fault it is, but mocks reproof.
The same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's griefs.
Here, wear this jewel for me.
I'm okay.
Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you, and I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask me that I'll deny? That honor's sake may upon us be near.
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How can, with my honor, can I give him which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like you might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen. God save you.
And you, sir.
What defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be yare in thy preparation. For thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel with me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
Pray you, sir, what is he?
He is a knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier, and on carpet consideration. But he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3. And his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word. Give it, or take it.
I will return into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of man who puts quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Be like this is a man of that work?
Sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house, unless you desire that with me with which as much safety you might answer him. Therefore, on. Or strip your sword stark naked. For metal you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear iron about you.
Pray you do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is? It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know that the knight is incensed against you, even to the point of moral arbitration. But beyond that, I know nothing of the circumstance.
Pray you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise to read him by his form. As like you are to find him in the proof of his valor, he is, without a doubt, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I will be very much indebted to you for it. I am one that I'd rather walk with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I have not seen such a farrago. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck-in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hits the ground they step on. They say he has been offensive to the Sophy.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it, and I know he'd been so cunning I'd have seen him damned ere I had to challenge him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Cavalry.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him to use a devil.
His opposite is as convinced, and Hanson looks pale as if the bear is at his heels.
Come, sir. You need to be sitting for this. There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake. Mary, he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, and finds that now scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore, draw for the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you seem furious.
Come, Sir Andrew. There's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot by the duello avoid it. But he has promised me, as he's a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you, maybe? Come on, to it!
Pray God he keep his oath.
undertaker, I'm for you!
Good Sir Toby, here come the guards!
I'll be with you anon.
Please, sir, put down your fist if you please. I warn you, I will. And for that I promised you I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily, and he reigns well. Okay.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Tom Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well. Though now there is no sea cap on your head. Ah, take him away. He knows I know him well.
You must obey. This comes with seeking, but there's no remedy. I will answer it. What will you do now? My necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than for what befalls myself. You stand amazed what be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? Out of the fair kindnesses you have shown me here, and heart being prompted by your present trouble, and my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. Hold, here's half my coffer.
Are you serious? Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vain,
No, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
You see? Let me speak a little, okay? Okay, cool. This youth that you see here, one half I snatched out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
Oh, what's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
Oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done through feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil is empty trunks or flourished by the devil.
Ah, the man grows mad. Away. Come, sir.
Thinks his words from such a passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true. Imagination, oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now mistaken for you.
Come hither, knight, come hither, Fabian. We'll whisper o'er a couplet or two of most sage saws.
He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in glass, even such and so in favor was my brother. For still he went in this fashion, color, ornament for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest, paltry boy. More a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here, in necessity, and denying him. And for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
A coward, most devout and religious even.
Slid on. I'll after him again and beat him.
Do. Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Let's see the show.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
I prithee, no, do I not know you, nor my lady not bid me come send for you, nor your name not Master Cesario either, nor this my nose either. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly! This man has heard this word from some other great man, and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. Now, ungird thy strangeness and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I tell her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There is money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
Well, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that do give fools money do see good report. After 14 years' service. Ah.
Get out of here. Please.
Now, sir, have I met you again? Here's for you.
There's for thee! And they're all full mad!
Hold, sir, or I'll throw your dagger on the house.
This I will tell to my lady straight. I would not be in any of your coats for more than a 2 pence.
Where are you going?
Come on, sir, hold!
Nay. Nay, let alone. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I hit him first, yet it's no matter.
Let go of my hand!
Come, sir, I will not let you go. Come, my young soldier, put up your ire. You are well fleshed, come on.
I will be free from thee. Well, what's that now? If you dare tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you. Madam.
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretches, and from the mountains and barbarous caves of manners never reproach! Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Come here, you God! I prithee, gentle friend. Let thy fair wisdom, not thy passions, sway against this unjust and uncivil extent against thy peace. Come with me. Come with me to my house, and hear that there how many fruitless praises ruffian hast botched up, so that thou mayest smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go. Do not. Beshrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs this stream? Or I am mad. Or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and lead me steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, I prithee, would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown. Make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. Do it quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the last.
I'll disassemble myself in it. I would I were the first man that ever disassembled himself in such a gown. Ah, the competitors enter.
Go, bless thee, Master Parson.
Buenos dias, Sir Toby, for as the old hermit of Prague did once say to a niece of King Gurgone, that and is, for I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, and that but that and is but is.
To him, Sir Topus.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison!
The knave counterfeits well, a good knave.
Who goes there? It is I, Sir Topus the curate, who has come to visit Malvolio the lunatic!
Sir Topus, good.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest of nothing but ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Good Sir Topus, never was man thus wronged.
Fly, thou dishonest Satan! For I am one of those good men who use the devil with great courtesy. Sayest that this house is dark.
As hell, Sir Topus.
Nay, you have transparent barricados and celestiores to the north, south, and you complainest of obstruction.
I am not mad, Sir Topus. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest, for I say there is no darkness, but ignorance, and you are as confused as the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance be as dark as hell. you are. Make the trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our Brandon might haply inhabit a bird?
What thinkest thou of this opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
You will remain here in darkness. Keep the opinion of Pythagoras right here. Fare thee well.
Sir Topus!
My most exquisite Sir Topus.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou mightest have done this without thy gown, he sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and give me word how thou find'st him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am now so far in offence with my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety this sport the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how my lady lies.
Fool!
My lady is unkind, purdy.
Fool!
And what end has she gone?
Fool, I say!
For she left... Who calls?
As ever thou wilt deserve by my hand, help me to a candle and pen, paper, ink. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio!
I, good fool,
How fell you beside your 5 wits?
fool, there was never man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
Nay, you are mad indeed if you are in your no better wits than a fool.
They have their property me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me off my wits. Advise what you say. The minister is here.
Malvolio, Malvolio! I am here to take you out of your silly bibble babble.
Sir Thomas!
Speak with him no more, good fellow.
Never I, Sir Topus!
Marry, amen.
I will, Sir Topus, I will!
Fool! Fool, ask patience!
Now tell me, am I shunned for speaking to you?
Good fool, some light and some paper. I tell thee I am as well as in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Some pen and paper, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever bearing of letter in.
I'll help you to it, but tell me, are you mad or do you look counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
I'll help you to it. I'll bring you some lights, some ink, and some paper.
Fool, all requited in the highest degree. I prithee be gone.
Anon, sir! I'll be gone, sir!
I'll be with you again.
In a trice, like the old vice, your need to sustain.
His dagger of laugh,
His rage and his wrath cry, aha! Like a mad lad.
pare thy nails, dad.
Adieu, good man, devil. Adieu, adieu.
This is the air. That's the glorious sun. This girl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the elephant, yet there he was. And there I found this crit that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel might now do me golden service. For though my soul dispute well with my sense that this is some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to wrangle with my reason that persuade me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet if 'twere so, she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs of their dispatch with such smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. Something in it that is deceivable. Oh, here the lady comes.
blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now come with me and this holy man into the chantry by. And there, before him and underneath that consecrated roof, light me the full assurance of your faith, so that my jealous and too doubtful soul may be at peace. He shall conceal it while your willing it shall come to note what time our celebration will keep according to my birth. So, what do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn true ever will be true.
Let's go! Lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me this one request.
And
Do not desire to see this letter.
this is to give me a dog, and in recompense, desire the dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Oh, well, the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
Just contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse. Well, you see, they praise me and make an ass of me, and my foes tell me plainly I am an ass, and by my friends, I am abused. So, if conclusions to be as kisses, if your 4 negatives equal your 2 affirmatives, why then, the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
What? This is excellent.
No, sir, though, I do please you to be my friend.
Well, thou shalt not be the worse for me. Let's go.
Sir, but that would be double dealing. I would if you could make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
No, sir, put your grace in your pocket and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I will be so much a sinner as to be a double dealer. There's enough.
Ah, Primo Segundo Tertio is a good play, and as the old saying goes, the third pays for all the triplets. Sir, is a good tripping measure, or the bells of St. Anne will call your name. 1, 2, 3.
You will fool no more money out of me at this throw. But if you let your lady know that I am here to speak with her and bring her along with you, then my bounty may increase further.
I will go, sir, but I will not have you think it is for the sin of covetousness. And as you say, let your bounty take a nap. I will awaken anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
This face of his. Ah, I do remember it well, yet when I saw it last, it was black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bobbling vessel was he the captain, of unremarkable in size, and yet with such scatheful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet. For this very envy and tongue of loss we cried great honor unto him. What's the matter now?
Orsina, this is that Antonia that took the phoenix in her frock from candy. This is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private brattle did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side. But in conclusion, put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thou upon the shore of thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I can shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I do confess on base and ground enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy, there by your side, yes. Through the moon seas, enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A rack past hope he was. Oh yeah. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love. Yeah. Without pretension or restraint. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his dedication, into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning, not willing to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, for 20 years removed they when one would wink, and denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before. How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, not a minute's vacancy, not inch for him both day and night. Yeah, no, that's right, you guys. Yeah. They will need company.
the Lady Olivia, now having walked on earth. But, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me.
No.
But more of that anon. Take him away.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, where Olivia may seem service to him? Cesario, you did not keep promise with me, madam.
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good lord. My lord would speak, my duty hushes me. Well, if it ought to the old tune, that it is as fat and foul unto mine ear as heavenly after music.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant, lord.
To what? Perverseness? Oh, you uncivil lady, to whose unauspicious altars my soul hath breathed out the most faithful offerings that devotion ever tendered. What else can I do?
Even what may please the Lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not, had I had the heart to do it, be like the Egyptian thief who at point of death kills what he loves? A savage jealousy that sometimes seems noble. But hear me this. Since you disregard my faith, and since I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, let you remain the marble-breasted tyrant that you are. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven, I tender dearly, him will I tear out of your cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I will kill the lamb that I do love, despite a raven's heart within a dove.
Sire!
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes the Cesario?
After him that I love, more than these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than ever, I shall love wife. If I do faint, you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I be detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Has it been so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
No, whither, my lord? Cesario, husband!
Husband?
It is I!
Her husband? Sir?
No, my lord, not I! Alas, is the basis of that fear that makes you strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and that thou art as great as that thou fearest.
Oh.
Holy Father, welcome. Holy Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold what occasion now revealed before to us right. What thou dost know hath newly passed between me and this youth.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings, and all this ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function, by my testimony, since when? My watch hath told me I've traveled but 2 hours towards my grave.
Oh, thou dissembling cow! Oh, what will thou be when time hath sown a grizzle on thy case? Or will you not be so deceitful as to destroy yourself? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet, where thou and I henceforth may never meet!
See no one! Do not swear! Hold, little faith, thou hast too much fear!
For the love of God, a surgeon, send one presently to Sir Toby.
What's the matter?
Has broke my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too.
Oh, Sir Andrew, who has done this to you?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario?
There he is, has hurt me, and for no reason, and anything I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby.
You drew your sword upon me, but I must make you bear it. Hurt you not.
Hurt me not. If a bloody coxcomb be hurt, I think you have hurt me. But you shall hear more from Sir Toby.
Toby, oh my gosh.
How dost thou? How is it with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on it. Sot, did see Dick surgeon, Sot?
Oh, he is drunk. An hour agone, his eyes were set at 8 in the morning. Snap out of it.
He's a rogue, and to passy measures papping. I hate a drunken road.
Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby. We can dress together.
Will you help? An ass head and a coxcomb, a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull.
Let his heart be luck to get him to bed.
I am sorry, madame. I have hurt you. Had it been the brother of my own blood, I must have done no less with wit or safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one. Even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, but two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio, how many hours have racked and tortured me since I lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
An apple plucked in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, who the blind waves and surges devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage?
Messalina. Sebastian was my father. Such Sebastian was my brother, too, for when he suited to his watery tomb. Spirits can assume both form and suit you come gratas.
A spirit I am indeed, though I'm in that dimension grossly clad from which the womb I did participate. Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your face and cry, thrice welcome, drowning Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow,
So did mine.
and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished it indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing less to make us happy both than this, my masculine usurped attire, do not let us embrace until each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm I'll bring thee to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose noble help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook. But nature to her bias drew that in. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. And if this is all as it seems to be, then I shall have share in this most happy rack. For boy, you have said to me 1,000 times that you'd never love a woman as much as you love me.
And all those sayings I will overswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul as doth over the continent the fire that severs day from night.
And give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He, upon some action, is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's. Well, yes, he shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And alas now, I remember me. They say the poor man is much distracted, and is, in my own extracting frenzy from my remembrance, clearly banished his. How does he, Sirrah?
Ah, yes, Madonna. He holds Beelzebub by the staves, and he has written a letter to you. I should have given it to you in the morning, but as you can imagine, a madman's epistles are no skill when they're delivered.
Open it and read it.
Now watch and be edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
Oh, now, art thou mad?
No, but lady must allow vox.
Prithee, read it in thy right wit.
But to read like this is to read in his right wits. Now, perpend my princess and lend an ear. By the Lord, madam!
No. Read it here, madame.
By the Lord, madam,
What?
you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet I have the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of madness.
Yes. See to him delivered, Maria. Bring him hither. My lord, these things further thoughts on, who think me as sister, as well as wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it, so here at my place and at my proper cost.
Madame, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you before your service done to him so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. And since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. From now on, you shall be known as your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
Yes. To sing. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Please wrong.
No, Malvolio.
You have. Pray you peruse this letter.
Dear my handsome little cookie bear.
You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can in hand or phrase or say, "'Tis not your suit, not your invention." You can say, "None of
It's
this."
really...
Well, friend, tell me in the modesty of honor, why have you given me such clear lights of favor? What? Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you in yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient manner. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious gecko that ever invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my handwriting. Though I must confess it's much like the character, but I question, this is Maria's hand. And now I do bethink me. It was she who first told me thou wast mad. Then camest in smiling, and in such forms were presupposed of thee in the letter. Oh, prithee, be content. This practice has most surely passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thy own case.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel nor brawl take the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at. And hope I shall not. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. What? Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. I read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, whereof in recompense he hath married me.
You're married?
How, with the scornful malice it was followed, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how they had baffled thee.
I was one in this interlude. One. Sir Topus, sir. But that's all one. But do you remember saying, "Why you laugh at that fool, for he is gagged," and thus continue the whirligig of your revenges? I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace, for he hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known, and golden time convince, our dear souls shall be made into one. In the meantime, sweet sister, we shall not part from hence. Cesario, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When I was that of a little boy, with a cape, coat, and a wind and the rain, a sad thing was but a toy. Repeat after me. See? Yes. For the rain,
after me. The rain, it raineth every day. And when I came to his estate, with a and a wind and a rain, against knaves and thieves upon their gate,